What's going on, you guys? It's Mike Esfahani here with an easy tutorial on the famous Canon in D. I'll first perform it for you and then I'll teach it to you step by step. You can find a link to the sheet music in the description below, which will help make learning this piece a lot easier. Now stick around for after the performance, where I give the details on how you can win a $20 Amazon gift card. Thanks. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that performance. Now, you'll notice that as you watch this tutorial and the notes come down your screen, they reveal a tiny portion of an image behind them. In order to win the $20 Amazon gift card, you have to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and be the first person to comment saying exactly what this is a picture of. Within the tutorial, I'll put 2 clues that could help you. Oh, and also, if you're one of my private students, I'm sorry guys, we may have talked about this, so you don't qualify. Good luck.
Okay, so how do we play Canon in D? Well, before we begin, it's nice to know that this entire piece is essentially the same phrase over and over again. The phrase is 4 measures long, and it's really important that you practice it in these groups of 4 measures. So that way you're going to learn it more quickly, practice more effectively, and more efficiently. The first phrase begins with a D, finger 1, that's your thumb. And then A with finger 3, your middle finger. B with finger 1. F sharp with finger 3. G with finger 2, that's your pointer finger or index finger. D with finger 5, that's your pinky. Back to G, stretch a bit. G with finger 3, and A with finger 2. Get really comfortable doing that. Get so comfortable, in fact, that you can just fly through it, be really, really fluent in it, know it inside out. And that's going to help you a lot. That's going to be the base, quite literally, of this entire piece, throughout this entire piece. Now, like I said, it's going to be the base. Here are the next 4 measures. Something sound familiar, right? Every note that my 5th finger played were the same notes as the first 4 measures, but we're building a chord on top. Those chords are as follows. This is called a D major chord. Keep that shape, move it down to here. This is called an A major chord. Move up slightly, make some adjustments. B, D, F sharp, B, that's called a B minor chord. Now this one's a little bit awkward. Move down to what we call an F sharp minor chord, which is F sharp, A, C sharp, F sharp. Then slide up to G major chord, G, B, D, G. This one's a little bit weird. This is a D major chord rearranged. D, A, D, and you're going to cross over to this F sharp. Here's the G major chord that you've already seen now. And here's the A major chord. Now, I know that's a lot to remember, okay? But one thing that's very, very encouraging, or I hope you'll find very, very encouraging, is once you get those 4 measures down, you quite literally have half this piece down. Pretty much almost the entire left hand. So it goes like this. There's your A major, B minor, F sharp minor, G major, weird D major, G major, A major. Become absolutely fluent in doing that. Essentially, you want to be able to do your left hand so well that you can put your focus almost entirely on your right hand. So with that said, now we can pretty much essentially focus on our right hand for each group of 4 measures. In the first group of 4 measures, we have an F sharp here with finger number 5. That's our pinky. 4 on E, 3 on D, 2 on C sharp, 1 on B. Now, a little tricky here, cross your finger 2 over to A. Come right back underneath, 1 on B, and 2 on C sharp. Let's put that together. Each single note in the right hand pertains to one chord in the left hand. Now, for the next set of 4 measures, you're going to add a third below every melody note. What that means is your first note of the melody was an F sharp, add the D below it, right there. And then C sharp and E at the same time. B and D at the same time. A and C sharp at the same time. A little bit awkward, cross your fingers over, G and B at the same time. F sharp and A at the same time. G and B at the same time. And then this is interesting, an E and a C sharp with 1 and 5 at the same time. For those of you who are more advanced players, I would highly, highly encourage you, and even if you're not an advanced player, I would highly encourage you to play this legato smoothly. Don't do this. Those are the kids you see on TV and everyone's like, oh, they play so good. They play like 80% good. If you want to be an exquisite pianist and an amazing musician, you play the melody smoothly, even if it's awkward for your fingers to do so. Put it together with the chords, So now, the next 4 measures. Right hand melody is as follows. D, F sharp, A, G, F sharp, A, close your hand a bit, finger 4 on F sharp. That's going to open you up a bit. 3 on E, 2 on D, 1 on B, 2 on D, 5 on A, squish, close your hand, 1 on G. That way you can open your hand up. 3 on B, 2 on A, 1 on G. So once again, with less talking from me and smoother. Real quick, just please notice how smooth, how legato I play it. You're really only allowed to lift between each phrase. So, here we go with both hands. And of course, when you add the sustain pedal, it really just helps bring that legato even to a smoother, more beautiful level. Going on, next phrase, the melody is similar. You'll have 2 on F sharp now, down to D, 4 on A, 3 on G, 2 on F sharp, 1 on D, 2 on F sharp. Now here's what we call a fourth, an E and an A. And then D, finger 1 and B. Play that at the same time. 3 is on G, 2 is on F sharp, 4 is on A, 1 is on G. Open your hand up. 3 on B, 5 on D, and that's going to lead into the next phrase. Let's add the left hand. Now into the next part here. Right hand, finger 5 on D, C sharp, D. The notes are going to be a little bit faster here, as you'll hear. 1 down to E. Now look how my hand is already prepared. 2 on A, 4 on C sharp. Close your hand up a bit and reach in. 1 on F sharp. Put your 2 on D, open up. 4 on F sharp. 5 on A. Close your hand up again. 2 on F sharp. 4 on A. 5 on B. 3 on G. 2 on F sharp. 1 on E, close your hand up, 4 on G, 3 on F sharp, work your way down, E, D, 4 over to C sharp, work your way down, B, A, G, cross over 3 on F sharp, E, 4 is on G now. I'm going to play that right hand by itself without talking as much and without stopping. You'll notice again, I'm really smooth throughout the phrase. Add the left hand, same left hand, of course. There you have it. Next phrase. You're going to have finger number 1 on D. Close your hand up a bit and put your third finger, that's your middle finger, on E. 4 is on F sharp now. That puts your 2 on D. And that's a strange D. We're going to talk about that in a second. Seems kind of strange. Why would I just say that's a strange D? You'll see. 1 on C sharp, a little bit awkward, but it's fine. Open your hand up. 2 on E. 5 on A. Close your hand up again. 3 on G. 2 on F sharp, stretch, 5 on D, start to close your hand up a little bit, 4 on C sharp, come down, back to C sharp, 1's on G, work your way up, down to G and stretch again, 4 on F sharp, E, G, close your hand up 3 on F sharp, cross over 4 on C sharp, and squish your hand up again, 4 on B. Let me play that without stopping now. So that's that phrase. Here it is with both hands. And here's why that D I mentioned was strange. Both hands play it together. You can choose to drop one hand over the other like this. Now your left hand can take it there. Your right hand can take it instead. You have a lot of options. I actually play it with both hands because, you know, when I'm really kind of lost in the music and I'm just reading the music, if I've got the sheet music in front of me, I'll just do what they say. You know. All right, now here we get a little bit easier of a phrase. Right hand 1 wound up on F sharp. Reach up to the high F sharp, 5 and 4. On E, move down, E, D. Move up, D, C sharp, and B. B, A, B, B, C sharp. Thumb on C sharp, and you're going to lead into the next phrase. So that hops nicely. And one thing that's really, really pretty that you can do is when you play that phrase, play the first note in each group of 2 a little bit louder, like this. More than less sound. More, less. More, less. More, less. It's very, very highly effective. So that was so redundant. Very, very highly, super duper effective. Here we go. Both hands. More, less, more, less, more, less, more, less, more, less. And into the next phrase we go. You wound up with 2 and 5 here from the previous phrase. Reach up 3 and 5, D and F sharp. C sharp and E should already be there. You saw this in like the third phrase kind of already. And going on, B and D, 1 and 3, D and F sharp, lift, D and B, with 1 and 5, 4 is naturally on A, 1 is more or less naturally on D, 5 on B, close your hand up, 2 on G, that way you're ready for C sharp with 5, 3 on A. Left hand is more of the same, here I go. And now the part we've all been waiting for. The running notes here, the right hand 5 on A, and then this gesture, F sharp G A. Twice, come down, you're going to play an A, almost an A major scale, except there's no G sharp. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. A, B, C sharp, cross under, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, D, E, F sharp, lift your hand entirely, 2 on F sharp here, up to B, back down to G, back up, F sharp, G, A, squish your hand so that your thumb is on G, that opens your hand up, 3 on B, cross over with 3 on F sharp, that prepares your hand to do this passage, up this D major scale, 1 is now on G, 3 here, 4 on C sharp, squish your hand, and 1 on A. And you've seen this before. Up to A here, and that's going to lead into the next phrase. The good news is that the left hand isn't doing the complicated thing anymore. It's not, it's just playing the simple bass line. It's actually called an ostinato, if you're wondering. That repeating bass line over and over again. Remember, we saw this at the beginning, right? That's what your left hand's doing there. Here we go with both hands. There you go. It's really that simple. Embrace moving the hands, but be careful, please, not to slam or accent a note. Here's what I mean. Again, this is a level of musicianship that shows that you're a high-quality piano player. What I mean by that is a lot of times when there's a leap, students go like this. And, I don't know why I played that left hand there. I got too excited. But yeah, they're not concerned about their sound. They're just worried about the leap. The leap's going to come with practice. Don't worry about it. But playing loud is going to build a bad habit that's going to be harder to iron out. Anyways, 2 more phrases to go. Thanks for your patience. The right hand here does a phrase that you've already seen, essentially. The left hand's a little bit different now. We still have the bass ostinato, but it's separated into 2 sections. And then a D up here, down to 2 A's. B here, B in the middle, then 2 F sharps. Here, you're going to make a G and a D, that's a 5th at the same time. Reach down to D, up to D, 5 on G, up to G, and at the same time. Both hands are like this. Just like that. And lastly, the final phrase, the right hand will go like this. Here's an F sharp and a B. That's kind of new. We haven't seen that yet. Then 2 and 4 on F sharp and A. Here's a D and a G with 1 and 3. D and F sharp here, 1 and 2. Now, cross over that D, hold it down as long as you can. You're going to play B and D, 3 and 5 at the same time. A and C sharp here. Reach in. This is called a D major chord, first inversion. It's F sharp, A, and D. Just like that. The left hand is the same thing as the opening bass line. Let's put them together. Here we go. And finish it off on that beautiful D major chord. So there you have it. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. Thanks for your patience and sticking with it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed it. Keep practicing. Thanks, guys.